Hey everybody, Dave, the WA FIFO and local job recruiter here. Today we're talking about the process from application to getting on a plane in a FIFO job. I'm using WA as the example. I've got a pretty good example of the paperwork and compliance on that screen beyond the camera, so I'm going to be checking that out as we speak. So an up-to-date CV is the only one we want. CV, up to date. If you send in an old CV, it's not current. If you speak on the phone about your relevant experience to the job that you're applying for, but you haven't updated your CV, let's get an up-to-date CV version. That's the only one we want. If you talk about it, that's one thing. If you type it and put it on your CV, that's the real deal. Most of the time, people want a driver's license, and it's an Australian issued driver's license, Aussie, we're going to call that. I definitely recommend having a picture of the front and back of it in colour. Front and rear in colour. Available on your phone or when you send in your paperwork, colour and front and back. On the back of your driver's licence are conditions if you have to take medication or wear your glasses or have a liver function test or nighttime vision is low. We need to see the back of your driver's licence. It's a government issued identity card, and it's plastic and it's hard to forge. Driver's license, front and back. White card, we're going to call that the white card. I'd also go the front and back. I don't have time and can't be bothered to insert little graphics in my videos anymore, because I do this in my own time, but a lot of people don't sign the back of their white card, and there's a stripe and it says signature of card holder. Sign it. It puts your signature on your card that gives you proof, gives us proof that you've been trained to be safe on site. The white card for all the beginners is training to how to be safe and read the signs of importance, to put your hat on when you're supposed to, wear your gloves when you're supposed to. It's pretty generic and basic stuff. Some places don't need it, some places need it. I would definitely have a white card. I would definitely have one. I've got one. I've got it in colour on my phone, front and back. So white card, CV, Australian licence, normal stuff. You're going to need to most likely do a passport style headshot. Passport headshot, I'll call that. It would actually be good at time of application. A plain picture of you up against a plank wall, not wearing a hat, not wearing your coolest AC/DC shirt. Maybe glasses, if you wear glasses, are prescribed glasses, and your normal look on site will be wearing your glasses. No worries, because these kind of photos will go into your personnel file and also on a tag around your neck or on your barcode reader, so you can get site access all the time. And it's really for security as well, so they know who you are. So passport style headshot, not too bad to supply at time of application. I would do it. Later on, after you get a provisional green light, we'll send you for a PEM, which is a pre-employment medical. For that, when I did mine, when I was a driller's offsider, I turned up in jeans because nobody told me not to. I wish somebody told me to turn up in loose clothing like tracksuit pants or something, because you're doing the rolling stairs, you're planking, you're lifting weights, you're carrying 20 kilos, all that type of thing. It's a medical to prove that, well, hopefully prove that you're not going to die on site. So, pre-employment medical, super important. We'll send you to that at our cost, but that information is actually ours. So it's a report of your medical state. And if you asked us for that, that sounds like you want another job, and that's a massive red flag. So if you get sent for a free medical, do not ask for a copy of it. I would also send you for a DAS, drug and alcohol screening. So if you know you're going to fail the drug and alcohol test, don't apply for the job, because this costs money, and if we spend money on you and then you fail it and you knew you were going to fail, we'll blacklist you. So that's terrible. Don't fail the drug and alcohol test, straight out. A few tips for passing it are: don't drink coffee straight before you walk in for your PEM and your DAS. Don't drink too much water, because it will dilute your urine sample and it will be classed as unreadable, you know. If you are on prescribed medication, take that bottle of pills and the prescription into the pre-employment medical and drug and alcohol screening. and say, you will find this in my blood. This is prescribed by a doctor. Definitely do that. Pre-employment medical can take up to 2 hours, depending how fast or how slow they are, and the DAS is a pay in a cup type of thing. We might also send you for a mask fit test that's included in this. Mask fit. For that, you've got to go clean shaven, and bit of stubble is not going to prove a good seal of a mask. If you look up, I think it's called the 3M 5700 mask. It's a respirator mask. It's a half face. It's got some little filters there. It's going to save your life. So they want to know it's got a good seal where it butts up against your face. And if that model doesn't suit, that's just a quick example that I gave you there, that 3M one. They'll find another mask that suits the shape of your face and your nose, but you need to turn up clean shaven. Even a mustache here, I wouldn't turn up at the mask fit test with a bit of a mustache across there. You'd either be sent away, or they'll give you whatever razor they've got and have you shave in the basin and wait for you. And I don't want to use a second-hand razor or the worst quality razor in town, so mask fit test. After that, you're going to need to do some inductions. So usually a recruitment agency's got company inductions. That's me, company inductions. And then you go to the contractors inductions as well. Contractor inductions. And then you do the site inductions for the site that you're going to. What they are is where's the emergency evacuation point, where do you park your dump truck, where do you park your LV, where to get picked up to get on the bus to get back on the plane, where the potable water is, where the toilets are, where the policy about maybe snakes or wildlife, things like that. So site inductions. I had to do site inductions. It took him 5 days. G'day Richard, I know you're watching. No, maybe you're not watching, but my mate Richard did site inductions. It took him 5 days. He had to go to the library and get it done, because on the phone it's quite clunky. I guess it's possible. I'm sure people do it, but on a phone, when you're filling out forms and watching videos and multiple choice questions and short answers, I would try and do that on a laptop or a computer, or after that maybe a tablet, and last resort I'd try to do that on a phone. Even the list of incomplete inductions for my mate Richard, were there, the ones he hadn't done each day were like this long on the screen. You know, they were 25, and then there was 20, and then there was 15, and then there was none. So site inductions can take a while. So even though you might be organised to fly on the first day of the month, we actually need your paperwork and compliance and results back from all this stuff here early for the first of the month, so you get a site entry request form approved, a SIRF. I just like to say that word because it's spelled with an E instead of a U. So then your site entry request form is approved by the gatehouse keeper and people on site. So all of this can still get shot down if you don't get approved there. What else is good? So even my company, so contractor inductions, they're also pretty large as well. These are the big ones, site. My company inductions are pretty simple for the, you know, will you be safe? Yes, I will. Do you have a white card? Yes, I do. Can you take videos and photos on the mine site without asking someone? No, you can't. It's pretty simple stuff. But the site inductions are the big boy. After that, we're going to need you to do some PPE sizing. When it comes to boots, everybody thinks they're PPE. Everybody thinks they're getting free boots when it comes to FIFO work. No, not at all. Not all the time. Some of the time, yeah, but not all the time. You'd need to know your, like males have got a certain shirt size, like medium, large, extra large and whatnot. Know your sizes, your pant sizes. I believe ladies' sizes go in numbers, more than you know, medium and large for blokes. Often you'll be issued a jacket, so know what size jacket is comfortable to go over your longs. Longs for all the beginners means long PPE and long pants, so that's your longs. My tip for when I did my FIFO, Definitely paw cream for your areas that sweat. Anywhere that joins together and touches on each other, if you know what I mean, paw cream. I would also pack a pair of inner soles for your boots. Even if you get issued new boots in your PPE, by gosh, new boots are a prick to wear in when it's on the go and someone's yelling at you and you've got to carry this heavy thing and you're wearing brand new boots. I would definitely take PPE inner soles for my boots in my PPE kit. I would also be taking, with approval, fly net for my hard hat, and get that approved on site to wear it, and also an extra wide brim that looks like a cricket hat on your hat as well. It's a neck flap and an extra wide brim to go around your standard, Australian standards hard hat. Mine kept blowing off, so I just elasticed it on there and it never blew off her again, and it was magic because I'm bald as, so I burn like hell, and I'm really sun smart for that. So, up-to-date CV, Aussie driver's license, front and back in colour, white card, signed, front and back in colour. We need a passport style headshot from you. We're going to send you for a pre-employment medical, a drug and alcohol screen, and possibly a mask fit test. If you go for a screen and you've got prescribed medication, take them with you. You're going to need to do company inductions, contractor inductions, site inductions is the big one, so you can get approved by the site entry request form. And you've got your PPE standing at the airport. Now, definitely fly in your PPE. Everybody else is, so you should too. That means as soon as you land, you're in your PPE and you don't have to go and get changed at the airport or delay anyone before you. Just, mate, you turn up off the plane. Where I went, we got shuffled around in a couple of LVs, and then you were suddenly on the site. You were there, so you got to fly in your PPE. Don't forget your charger. Talk to everyone. It's a big bad world out there. When you get mowed, a good recruiter will hit you up and say, "Hey, how's it going? You're okay? Is anybody pushing you around? Everything cool?" But yeah, that's the submission. So the application to approval to flying, that's the basics there. There's a lot more moving parts to it when it comes to paperwork and supplying documents, but that's the basics. Good luck.